This is the most important program you will ever do. Why? Because it's about the way we relate to other people, the other people in our lives, in our world, the ones that cross our path, whether momentarily or regularly. It's about the connection we experience with others, the way we relate to people. And why do you need to do a program on this? Because we relate from the past. What does that mean? It means that 95% of the time, we're not even here. We're being run by our subconscious minds, which means we're not present with what is happening right in front of us, with the person we are relating to in our daily personal relationships with other people, our partners, children, friends, bosses. We're not here because we're in the past, reliving, re-experiencing, reconfirming, and reapplying what has happened to us before and polluting our present reality with it. Ours and the person we are relating to. That's what we're doing. We're dragging up the past and putting it into the present and relating to each other from that place. Or we're freaking out about the future in our relationships by projecting our past onto it. My partner's going to leave me, hurt me again, not hear me, see me, understand me. My kids are going to make the same mistakes I did. I've got to keep them safe because of what happened to me. I could go on. And let me tell you, it's not the helpful, positive, or empowering stuff from the past that we end up dragging up and dumping unknowingly into the here and now and projecting it onto what's coming, because as humans, that's not where our focus is. No. It's the hurt and the pain and the traumatic experiences, because unfortunately, that is how we are conditioned as human beings and what we do without awareness. And it creates these toxic cycles of conflict, blaming, shaming, expecting, demanding, controlling, judging, rescuing, and enabling, tolerating, and surviving behavior, where we essentially dump all of our stuff all over each other when we're trying to relate, which kind of sucks and doesn't work very well for most of us. We end up miserable, we end up in pain, challenge, we end up triggered, upset, our relationships become full of suffering. We feel unseen, misunderstood, hurt, rejected, abandoned, and unloved. And most of us have no idea what to do. Now, there is a very new and very different awareness available, a very new relationship technology, and I can't wait to share it with you, which is like, yay, so we can haul ourselves out of the past, the repeating cycles of the past, and stop projecting that old path onto the future and do something very different. So what is that something different? It's an evolution of mutually empowered, sovereign relationships, being able to relate to other people in the present moment with what is actually happening in front of us, being able to deal with our triggers, our upsets, our reactions, our emotions, because they are ours, and expecting the other people in our relationships to just deal with theirs and change isn't going to do it. We have to learn how to deal with our stuff, because the challenges are always going to happen. Your shit is always going to come up. And I'm talking about being able to powerfully hold ourselves when that happens, when there's fighting, disagreements. And if you're not experiencing this stuff, you're avoiding relationships and the conflict that is inherent within them. And we need it. We need conflict in our relationships because it's the best tool for self-awareness ever. We need it to grow so that our relationships can evolve. This is the new awareness, and it will uncover the old dysfunctional modes of relating that humanity has been trapped in for generations. So we can choose something different, a functional mode of relating and connection with others that is based on self-responsibility and ownership. Next level boundaries, clear, direct communication, the ability to see beyond the behavior of the person in front of us that is run by the beliefs underneath to the heart beyond that exists in us all. To understand that our desperate need for nurture and validation drives us to connect from a lack of love and belonging, from our wounding. Imagine learning to meet these needs so you no longer have to seek them from outside of yourself. Imagine creating mutually empowered and sovereign relationships. Imagine, because that's what I'm all about leading, and that's what I'm all about you creating. I learned how to relate to the other people in my world in a really different way. My clients are doing the same, and now you can too.